See if I can clean it up. Got my power drill and I'm gonna turn it down to the lowest setting, so hopefully I don't do too much damage. Hey, morning guys, welcome back to AJ's garage. Yeah, as you just seen, I've wire wheeled my intake. Probably could have done a bit of a better job here and there. Just give it a clean down, yeah, quick wash off with the hose, and just went along and sprayed it with some electrical contact cleaner. It evaporates, so yeah, hopefully all the water will dissipate and not hang around. But yeah, I did end up doing a remask and masking up the inside of the injector ports as best as I could. Yeah, I'm not too worried about any water getting on the inside from the washdown. I mean, it will be sitting for a couple of days, so it will get the best chance to air dry. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I reckon it come up pretty good. I'm rather happy with that. So before we get in today's actual video, I just want to take a second and yeah, ask you guys what your thoughts are. You know, I haven't had too many comments, if any, on my videos, and yeah, I just want to know what you guys think, and you know, it helps me know that you guys are enjoying my videos, or you know, whether I need to change anything up. You know, I know I'm only new, so you know, any comments that go towards me actually, you know, producing my videos to make them better or more interesting, yeah, go a long way. Yeah, so if you guys could please drop me some comments and let me know, yeah, it'd be appreciated. Yeah, so for today's actual video, I want to try and get this thing torn down, get the return line off it, get the supply bracket off it. I've got to change both of the gaskets. I've noticed they are leaking a bit. The last time I ran my car, yeah, it is, and I emphasize on the word try, it is going to be rather difficult. I didn't think the inside of the compressor housing or charge housing was too bad, but turns out I do actually need to give it a clean and try. It's got a lot of grimy crap in there from whatever, I have no idea. But yeah, it's just gonna be a pain in the bum because, well, no space to get to the sort of main things that I need to get to. But I will start off by putting a couple of marks in here somewhere, so I don't have to waste time when I put it back together by clocking it. I already know where everything goes because of those marks, and yeah, it just saves me a hassle of trying to get in there and do bolts up when everything's in the car and there is no space. So yeah, hopefully I can get that apart. I'll try and set this up somewhere that you can see what I'm doing. I haven't pulled this thing apart or even put it together myself. When I bought the kit, the turbo was already on the headers, or the exhaust manifold, turbo manifold, whatever you want or wish to call them. Yeah, it all came together, and yeah, so I didn't have to mess around putting it all together. The only thing that I really did have to do was clock the compressor housing or the charge housing, and yeah, that was it. I had to install the water lines and oil supply and return lines and water supply and return lines, but apart from that, everything was together. And I also had to get myself my own boost reference. But yeah, apart from that, it was all good to go. So this will be the first time for me pulling it down. It'll be interesting to see what sort of gasket is in there. Let's get into it. Enough of me ragging on. So I just marked the intake side and gave it a couple of marks in case one just happens to rub off, and got one mark in there. Yeah, I may have to re-clock the center, I don't know. I do want to try and give this ring a clean up. It looks pretty shat house, so I am possibly going to lose that mark on that ring. But yeah, those couple of marks should be alright. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it's weird that it's got GT67 on it. Well, it told us a GT82R.
That's crazy.
Couple of gentle taps. There you go. As you can see, the housing's off. The wheel itself looks pretty dang good, and it's got a bit of crap all around it. .6mm Allen socket, get the oil supply on, coming off. That gasket is hard as. Alright, so 13mm was too big. Yep, it's on there. And here, wobble, wobble, wobble. Wobbling around like nothing. 12mm doesn't quite fit, so I couldn't find an imperial spanner to fit, which Google tells me is 1532. Found a 1932. It's about 2mm too big. But anyway, all I've done is I've gone and got a spare 12mm spanner, lightly ground in between the ends of the spanners with a cutting disc, so you know you can get nice right up in there, nice and all good. And a couple of light shaves until she's right to fit on one of the bolts. It is still a snug fit, but I'd rather have it a snug fit than too loose. So managed to mangle that bolt pretty good. I don't know why it's in there so freaking tight, but it is. Anyway, I've managed to get 2 bolts out down underneath, 3 undone on the top, and this one you can't get. With that one you might have been able to get out completely, but these ones, 1, 2 and 3, you can't get out completely until you've undone all the bolts, because you need to sort of slide the core of the turbo out of the compressor and or discharge housing, you know, whatever you want to call it, to undo the bolts. I'll undo the bolt and then hopefully we can get it out after that. I'll get the angle grinder and cut him off. Alright, so as you can see there, turbo core is out, dump housing, turbo manifold, and over here we have compressor housing, return oil, return water supply, oil supply, bracket, adapter, sorry, rather. So the manifold to turbo gasket was a fully open one. The one I was talking about earlier would look something like that, with only that part of like that much hole opening I don't know, it's supposed to like raise the pressure or something through the turbo, allow it to pressurize more. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, them studs, there's one stud there, and that one, they were loose, but the two bolts around the back here, nuts rather, were actually pretty loose, and no effort involved at all to basically undo them. So yeah, this will be a learning curve at this point in time. Always double check what you get from a company when it comes pre-put together. Make sure all bolts and everything are tight the way they should be. First time caught out with the turbo, have been caught out a few other times before with certain things that were pre-built, and yeah, things weren't quite tight. So always double check when you get things that are bought and pre-built. Yeah, alright. So I do have to get that bolt out of there somehow, but yeah, apart from that, I'm gonna give it a mad clean out. I don't know if I'll start it today, maybe I will. I might give it a clean up and a toothbrush down, you know, get rid of all that soot crap off the internals. Yeah, I don't know how I'm really gonna clean the manifold down, or the compressor dump housing, you know, in terms of giving them a soak or not. Gonna give this a clean down. There's a lot of gunk in through there, and sort out a couple of things, and then I'll pick yours back up. So I managed to find my receipt, my paperwork for my turbo setup. Now there wasn't much info on there that I actually wanted to get for you, like AR ratio, you know, the size of the compressors and all that, but it is a GT82R ceramic ball bearing turbo. Yeah, 50mm turbo smart external wastegate, and a stage 5 turbo manifold, whatever that means. Yeah, to me, a manifold's a manifold. You know, depending whether it's steam pipe manifold or, you know, 6 boost or whatever. Manifold's a manifold. It just depends what it's made by. But yeah, anyway, you know, I've got my cleaning products out there. I'm going ahead and taking off the vacuum or pressure boost reference point just with the shifter. We've taken off the rubber rings for the 4-inch intake to fit on there. Just took them off with that. I'll go give this a clean up. But yeah, I might just try and give the manifold itself a soak and see what happens with that. But apart from that, I'm just going to give the dump housing and compressor housing just a bit of a toothbrush Steel wool probably for the manifold and the dump housing. But yeah, I don't want to mark up that too much because it is pretty good, pretty clean. Well, there's no major, except for what's sort of just in there, oxidization anywhere on it. So anyway, again, methylated spirits, lowered caro, bit of acetone, and I do have heavy duty degreaser somewhere. Fuck yeah, so happy right now. First time I've ever had a bolt sticking out of a hole long enough to be able to weld a nut onto it or something. And there's the one that I just used to get that freaking thing out. I had to go through 4, 5, 5th nut. Now I don't know if I just didn't get the rest hot enough or whatever. I was a bit iffy about getting it stuck to the actual housing, but yeah, I'm happy with that. No drilling, no trying to use an easy out to get it out. I'm pretty stoked. Like, every bolt in my life that's ever snapped has always snapped flush, so I've never really been able to weld anything onto it. Or yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. A bit of an ugga-dugga to get it off, and boom, she's out. Happy days. Now I'm gonna go put this thing in for it to yeah, I'm gonna go put it in my bucket and let it soak. So I've run out of light for the day. I've got my, god damn it, no flash, battery's low. I don't know if you can see down in there properly. Look, I've got it full of degreaser and acetone and methylated spirits and all that good stuff to try and get it to soak. Yeah, I did have a bit of a scare and thought there was a bit of a leak in the manifold somewhere because I was hearing a constant drip. Now after wiping it all down, don't worry about that, I've just done that then. I can't hear any more dripping, so hopefully it's all good. Yeah. As for the compressor, I've given it a clean up. It's come up rather well. Dump looks like a dump side, hot side looks like a hot side. Yeah, it's all stained from the exhaust and whatever, but it's not black like it was. Anyway, she's had a clean through, had a clean up. I've washed it out, and you know, tipped acetone all over it, being a water dispersant, evaporation, you know, acetone evaporates and all that good stuff. Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. And the cold side housing, compressor housing, she's come up pretty schmick, no grub on there like what there used to be, or on the inside. So I think it's coming along pretty good. Yep. So that's all for today, and yeah, we'll pick this back up tomorrow. So it's this point in time that I've realised, while editing the video, making the video, that it's gonna be not one video. It's gonna probably be like 3-4 parts. So yeah, we'll leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. They will be a bit long, sorry. Yeah, hope you're enjoying your evening, morning, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And yeah, we'll pick this back up. Peace.